Welcome to the K-Wave Extra, the show that brings you all the hot stories about the K-pop wave, and I am your NS Yoonji. In order for you to get into the island, you can either take the ferry or take the zip wire. Are you guys ready to come along? Before we take our trip down to the Nami Island, we'll take a look at our first segment, 3 Beauties Korean Travelog. So, let's go!
Tteokbokki is at its most delicious when eaten among friends or as a couple.
남자들이 제일 싫어하는 것이며 여자들이 가장 사랑하는 것이고.
Dongdaemun, the epicenter of Korean fashion. Enjoying a romantic night view of Seoul.
파라과이에서 온 아비게일. 프랑스의 나탈리.
한국의 지수.
Made by the 3 beauties, every nook and cranny of Korea. Here we go!
A trip enjoying the romantic night vista of Seoul. Our first destination is a Han River cruise ship. The Han River runs through the heart of Seoul and across much of Korea. Aboard a river cruise is the best way to enjoy the beautiful night scenery of Seoul.
나는 서울에 오랫동안 살면서 이런 섬 처음 타본다? 너 처음이야?
그래? 나도 처음이야.
아, 나 처음이네.
이 밤에 타면은 더 멋있는 야경은
야경.
불빛이 번쩍번쩍하는 거.
근데 서울에 오면은 한강이 제일 유명하잖아. 근데 또 한강 오면은 이런 섬을 타야 되지.
The night view of Seoul from a ferry. What do you think? Isn't it beautiful?
밤에 이런 데 나와서
시원하지.
강바람도 맞고 여기서
분위기도
시원한
있고.
것도 먹고 뭐 친구끼리 오는 것도 좋지.
연인이랑 오는 것도 좋고 가족이랑 오는 것도 좋고.
연인이랑 오는 게 제일 좋지. 가족도 좋지만 친구도 좋지만 연인이 제일 좋지.
그럼 1순위가 연인,
어.
2순위가 가족.
Whether it's with a date, friends, or family, it's great to enjoy the night panorama of Seoul. If you find yourself out with your loved ones, don't miss the chance to take a cruise together. Tteokbokki, one of the most popular snacks in Korea. The modern version of tteokbokki, stir-fried rice noodles with vegetables seasoned with red chili pepper paste, originated in Sindangdong, Seoul in the 1950s. Today, Sindangdong is considered not only the birthplace of tteokbokki, but also a famous tourist attraction.
어떤 데는 저기요 그래야지 좋은 분이 오시는데 여기는 사람이 많으니까 여기요가 안 들리니까 벨이 있어.
하이라도 한번 눌러봐요.
띵동.
알았어요.
띵동. 여기 저럴 거야. 안녕하세요. 여기 제일 유명한 게 뭐 어떤 데 있어요?
Sindangdong tteokbokki, the most popular tteokbokki in Korea, is made with a wider variety of ingredients than any other style. There are many kinds of tteokbokki, according to the types of ingredients and recipes, such as seafood tteokbokki and royal court tteokbokki.
외국인이에요. 두 명. 많이 매우면은 좀 못 먹을 수도 있는데 괜찮아요? 많이 매웠고 조금 덜 맵고 그렇게도 돼요? 근데 이게잖아 이거 2인분. 그래도 신남동에 왔으니까 신남동 떡볶이는 먹어줘.
Full of capsaicin, the spicy component in chili peppers, teardrop tteokbokki is known to boast of its insane spiciness.
제목대로 진짜 너무 매워가지고.
아, 나 그거 들었는데 한국에서는 매운 걸 많이 먹을 때 파인애플 주스 그런 거 많이 먹는데
그거 먹으면 매운 게 싹 가시나요?
진짜요? 약간 입이 막 이랬다가 그거 먹으면은 좀 부드러워져요. 이제는 시식 시간이 왔습니다. 먹자.
진짜 맛있겠다. 냄새. 떡볶이. 양부터.
Now it's finally time to taste the tteokbokki. This is Natalie's first time to try tteokbokki. Will she like it?
매워요?
괜찮아요.
괜찮아?
그런 맛이구만. 쫄깃쫄깃하고 좀 맵고.
Abby, that tteokbokki looks so good. How does it taste?
어때요? 언니? 매워! 근데 처음 이게 떡볶이를 먹었을 때는 고추장이 많이 들어갔잖아. 그래서 고추장의 맛이 이렇게 떡이랑 같이 쫄깃쫄깃하니까 싶어지는데 맨 처음에 먹었을 때는 매운 거 잘 몰라. 근데 이거 이쪽으로 넘어가면 그때 매워 이렇게. 내 생각에 프랑스 사람 입 맛 좀 맞을 것 같은데.
The visit to the tteokbokki shop is complete.
네, 드디어 우리가 동대문.
여기는 쇼핑 세상입니다. 근데 지금 벌써 밤 12시 넘었는데 여기 쇼핑할 수 있나?
동대문에서는 새벽 시장이라는 게 있어서 쇼핑도 할 수 있고
맞다.
맛있는 것도 먹을 수 있고
제가 뜰 때까지 쇼핑하고
음.
밥 먹고 맛있는 거 먹고.
즐길 수 있고 세계 여러 각국의 나라 사람들도 만날 수 있고
맞아.
그리고 봐봐 사람 많잖아. 그럼 우리 이제 먹을 건 많이 먹었으니까 먼저 쇼핑하러
더 이상
가는 거
말할
어때요?
필요가 없는
그렇지.
거야.
빨리 쇼핑하러 가요. 쇼핑.
With a whopping 10,000 stores in the shopping area, Dongdaemun is the center of Korean fashion. Open 24/7 throughout the year, this sleepless area is always humming with fashion mongers.
여기는 남자들이 제일 싫어하는 곳이며 여자들이 가장 사랑하는 곳이고 시간 갈 줄도 모르고 돈이 없어지는 것도 모르고 계속 쇼핑하게 되는 그런
맞아요.
곳이죠.
돈이 있어야 재밌는데 여기는 옷들이 다
With its wide range of fashion items, including sunglasses, hats, jewelry, bags, and shoes, Dongdaemun's shopping arcades are attracting attention from around the world as a center for Asian fashion.
요즘 이렇게 컬러풀한 것들이 유행이죠. 예쁘다. 얼마야? 언니 이거 얼마예요? 25,000원이요? 25,000원. 귀엽네. 좀 더 봐야겠다. 나탈리는 하이웨스트 좋아하잖아.
다리 길어 보이게.
나탈리는 이런 거.
아 벌써 있는데.
씩씩하지. 딴 거.
Next, next, next.
넥스트. 오.
Wow, this looks like it was the happiest episode ever. Abigail and her friends enjoyed shopping to the fullest. They just can't stop smiling. I want to buy some clothes too. I wish I could be there. Abby, please take me along next time. A splendid transformation in our three beauties. Abigail, a bright and pleasant young woman. Jisoo, an innocent beauty. Natalie, an elegant sophisticate. This is pure Dongdaemun style. A romantic night view of Seoul as seen from a Han River cruise ship. Sweet and spicy Shindangdong Tteokbokki, even tastier when eaten together with friends. The easiest way to become a fashionista, visiting the Dongdaemun shopping district.
So here we are at Nami-sam, also known as Nami Island. It's the must place to visit when you're traveling to Korea. So this beautiful island is filled with families and young couples looking for some quality time with their loved ones. But I'm here alone today. But I'm not so lonely since you, the viewers, are here with me today. Woo! There are some Korean people who fell in love with Korea and decided to stay here with us. So let's meet one of them on our segment, I Love Korea.
Steve Miller is a popular blogger whose videos are watched thousands of times a day on average. He introduces elements of the history and culture of Korea, some of which even Koreans may have overlooked or forgotten. He seems to take a greater interest in Korean history and culture than do many Koreans.
Suwon's historic Hwasong
Steve
Fortress.
Miller introduces Korea through his videos. Now a resident of Korea for 6 years, when he first turned his eyes to the country, he became curious to learn more about it. At the same time, he had doubts about whether or not he would find it to his taste.
Well, one of the reasons why I chose to come to Korea is because I knew so little about it. And I knew a lot about China, I knew a lot about Japan, but all I really knew about Korea was from the television show MASH and Korean war history textbooks. So when I got here, I was really struck by how modern it was.
To learn more about Korea, Steve has traveled all over the country. Thousands of years of Korean history shine brightly through his images.
I've been telling people for years that I really think of Korea as a diamond in the rough in terms of a travel destination. Outside of Korea, not many people know what it's really like to live here, and that's one of the reasons why I do what I do.
He is passionately preparing something to show people around the world.
Treasure number 1. In 2008, it was burned to the ground, and the government has spent more than...
Stepping inside this small rice box is frightening. My body had to be contorted, and when I was finally able to get beneath the cover, I could not imagine what it would have been like for Crown Prince Sado to last 8 days inside this tiny container before perishing. Situated nearly in the center of the Suwon Fortress, in the shadow of Paldasan, is the Hwasong Hengung.
Even though his videos are organized into different categories, all of them are intended to promote Korea. Not only history and culture, but also social issues and his personal stories are presented as topics on his blog.
I'm on a race!
Global citizens are learning more and more about Korea through his
That was just a quick
blogs.
look inside the Hengung. But to learn more about the Hwasong Hengung, surf on over by clicking the link to the Korea blog, the official blog of the Korean government.
Steve and his wife are off somewhere. Where could they be going today? Today's destination is Suwon, where a cultural festival is taking place. As soon as he arrives in the city, he draws out his camera.
So today we're at the Suwon Hwasong Fortress, specifically the archery field. The fourth part of my series about this area is about things you can do not as a spectator but as a participant.
Every time he has visited the city, he has addressed different topics. We're very curious to learn what he is going to shoot today.
Super. Got it.
He gets busy the moment his camera is switched on.
Well, again, this portion of the video series is about what you can do as a participant. So rather than just sitting on the sidelines watching the historical performances or the cultural activities, it's actually allowing video viewers to see what you can achieve when you come here. Because just seeing something isn't all that meaningful. Being able to participate in the activity really drives a point home and makes it an experiential process.
Participating in the activities he shoots is his own way of creating videos.
Way over, way over. Absolutely. This is a lot of fun because you get to experience a traditional Korean martial art. I've actually done this before, and I hit 50% of the targets, which is a vast improvement over my last attempt.
Experiences and cultural spots around Korea also help him learn more about the country. What was the most impressive experience for him today?
Get the caption here. I really think spending some time with my wife on the second floor tea house is the most memorable. It's just a really great experience to have some traditional Korean teas and then to be outdoors. Normally when you go to a tea house, you're inside, but here you're outside and you get to see the archery field and watch people perform the art. It's a great experience.
To Steve, it was one more day filled with special experiences. That night, together with his wife, he reviewed the footage he shot during the day.
That's pretty good. This is one of the ones I hit in the center.
Yeah, he did. Steve explores about Korea and he explains the history and fun facts about Korea. And he genuinely is interested about history and about the culture in Korea. And he loves Korean food and just exploring here.
His love for Korea and efforts to promote the country are well documented in his videos.
It's really, I'm really trying to challenge myself to create interesting content that people will get them thinking more about Korea. And for me, I love Korea for many different reasons, but mainly it's because of the history and culture. And ready? I love Korea!
Doesn't this place look familiar to you? If you try to remember carefully, this path might remind you of romantic scenes from Korean drama, and this very exact spot is from a famous Korean drama called Winter Sonata, also known as 겨울연가. So, what's another aspect of Korean wave that Koreans are very proud of? Let's find out on Treasures of Korea.
A K-pop craze is sweeping the world. Along with K-pop, however, traditional Korean music is drawing attention as well. Dynamic rhythms that make you feel like dancing. And beautiful melodies that tug your heartstrings. Let's discover the charms of K-classic as it evokes the soul of the Korean people. Lee Ja-ram is a young pansori singer who has led the efforts at creating modern pansori, a form of traditional musical. Global audiences have offered hearty cheers to her performances.
Génial, je me suis éclatée, j'ai adoré. L'actrice a un punch incroyable, donc que du bonheur.
Not long ago, a traditional Korean orchestra took the stage in Berlin and Munich, Germany. The achingly beautiful melodies played on traditional Korean musical instruments such as daegum and komungo captured the ears of the Western audiences. It is no exaggeration to say that the beauty of traditional Korean music hinges on the beauty of the instruments themselves. Traditional Korean musical instruments include more than 60 different string, wind, and percussion instruments. One of the stunning aspects of these instruments is that they are crafted from natural materials such as wood, animal skin, metal, and silk. Gohungon has been designated by the Korean government as important intangible cultural property number 42. He has studied and handcrafted traditional Korean musical instruments for the past 40 years.
나무 그대로 이제 구입을 해서 그대로 뭐 따로 가공하지 않고 자연 뭐 햇빛이라든지 바람, 비 이렇게 맞춰서 그대로 삭혀요. 나무 자체를 삭히지 않고 하게 되면 소리가 탁한 소리가 나요. 근데 그 탁한 소리를 없애기 위해서 이제 나무 자체를 삭히는 거죠. 우리나라 악기, 전통 악기는 이제 누에고치에서 그대로 뽑은 생명주 가공을 하지 않고 생명주를 이제 뽑아서 꼬아가지고 이 악기에다가 올리기 때문에 가장 자연에 가까운 소리라고 뭐 세계적인 이제 평판들이 많죠.
Beautiful melodies plucked on these strings are at the heart of traditional Korean music. It takes a long time to handcraft a traditional Korean string instrument.
작품성 있는 연주용 내기는 이제 작품으로 만드는 것은 전부 나무 삭히고 모든 재료가 다 준비되어 있는 상태에서 한 달 정도 걸리죠. 한 대 만드는데 평균적으로.
The tradition of the craft is handed down through the apprentice system. His apprentices are doing their best to carry on this legacy.
디테일하고 그런 부분도 되게 많은데 좀 힘든 작업도 되게 많은데 하다 보니까 그러니까 소리가 자연의 소리거든요. 그러니까 그런 영롱한 그런 소리를 듣고 그 작업한다는 게 어떤 자부심도 생기고 또 제 적성에도 맞는 것 같고 그렇습니다. 선생님 밑에서 계속 작업 배우면서 아직도 멀었다고 생각하고요. 계속 그 좋은 작품을 계속 만들기 위해서 저도 계속 노력할 생각입니다.
Samulnori is a genre of traditional Korean percussion music that is performed with a quartet of instruments, 장구, 북, 징, and 꽹과리. Samulnori is characterized by strong, accented rhythms, vibrant movements of the body, and an energetic spirit.
사물놀이는 원래 농악이에요. 우리 그 조상들이 아주 오랜 시간 전에 농사 지으면서 두드리고 놀고 또 그 다음에 이제 뭐 정월 대보름이든 설날이든 추석이든 뭐 명절 때마다 갖고 놀던 아주 대중적인 그런 놀이였어요. 거기에서 어떤 엑기스를 최고의 기량을 가진 천재들이 그 엑기스를 뽑아서 4명이 펼쳐낸 것이 사물놀이죠.
Korea was mainly a rice farming society. The folk music tradition called Pungmul, which is a form of percussion music that includes drumming, dancing, and singing, inspired farmers in their labor. In 1978, a star performer named Kim Deok-soo first rearranged the rhythms of the Pungmul to suit contemporary tastes. Samulnori has gained international popularity. The group has collaborated with a number of world-famous jazz bands, pop artists, and orchestras. Another integral component of traditional Korean music is pansori. Pansori is a traditional form of vocal and percussion music performed by a lone singer who narrates an epic story for a combination of singing and descriptive speech to the rhythm of a barrel drum. Let's hear a song from Chunyanga, the traditional story of the young lovers Chunyang and Mongyong.
이리 오너라 앞태를 보자 아장아장 걸어라 걷는 태를 보자 빵긋 웃어라 입술 보자 아마도 내 사랑아 둥둥
As traditional Korean music garners increased attention around the world, Korean musicians are seriously considering how to reimagine their art. The goal is to empathize with international audiences while maintaining characteristics of the music.
다양하게 벽을 허물고 그다음에 이제 서로 그러한 소재들을 국악 쪽에서도 발굴을 하고 클래식 쪽에서도 발굴을 해서 마치 그 피아졸라 아르헨티나의 피아졸라의 음악이 세계 음악이 되어 있잖아요. 그렇듯이 한국적인 클래식이 앞으로 세계에 많은 곳에서 연주가 되고 또 많은 사람들에게 들릴 수 있다 하는 그런 목표를 가지고 K 클래식이 하나의 창조적 관계를 설정하는 것이죠.
One festival demonstrated the infinite potential of traditional Korean music. Pianist and composer Im Dong-chang was the art director of this festival. He has a reputation for contributing to the development of traditional music through experimental works and performances.
서양 클래식 음악이 우리나라에 들어온 지가 100년이 넘었는데 이제 우리의 정서를 담은 우리다운 그런 어떤 창작 음악, 이제 그런 음악을 우리가 만들어서 해외에 수출할 수 있는, 즉 세계인과 함께 공감하고 즐길 수 있는 그런 음악을 만들어서 나가보자.
Musical instruments that are handmade lovingly from natural materials, vibrant rhythms and stories that enthrall audiences. Music fused with traditional Korean elements that can appeal to a wide spectrum of audiences. Time to open our ears to the passion of Korean classical music as it spreads around the world.
Nami Island is actually bigger than you can actually imagine. So just in case you get tired, you can rent bikes like this to tour around the island. So that's all I had in store for you guys on today's K-Wave Extra, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!